104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Raider fanboy about to geek out a little bit as I do every year. Love when Mike Haynes has the time to sit down across from us and talk a little football and talk a little health. But first, let's go football. You pull the style move. You pull the baller move. You wear the Hall of Fame jacket when you come here. How many people just stop and gawk at that thing when you walk in?
A lot, a lot do. And but that's why I wear it, actually. I'm here actually trying to get attention, try to get on, do more and more interviews to try and help our cause. And I've been encouraging a lot of the Hall of Famers that they should be doing the same thing when they're trying to do, get the word out about their causes. Because people want to talk to the Gold Jackets. So I'm honored to be in here where people love football players and they love the history of the game and all that, so that's why I wear it.
It seems silly, but I know I've done this in my life where I take off a jacket and just leave it on a chair and then go do something else. It's a little different for you. What if ever you were to lose that jacket? Can you call the Hall of Fame and say, hey, can I get another one, please? Or
it would be embarrassing if I did. But that's exactly what I would do. I'd say, they'd send me down here to Dallas, actually, up where they're made, so.
Really? So there is a fallback
Hager.
plan.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hager makes them. Hager makes the jackets and some slacks, and they do a great job with the Hall of Famers.
Now, Mike Haynes, you played with the Raiders when they were in Los Angeles. Now they're in Oakland, could go to Vegas. What are your feelings on the location of the Raiders? Where should they be?
Well, when I was still playing for the Raiders, I had this conversation with Mr. Davis, and he says, we're thinking about moving back to Oakland. What do you think? And I'm from L.A., you know. And so I said, you know what, Mr. Davis, I don't think it matters where you guys move. You could move to Des Moines, Iowa. You're going to have fans, and they're going to come watch you play. They love their Raiders, and so I feel a little bit different now. I wish they would stay in California. If they move to Vegas, great. They obviously there's reasons why they should do it, but I love them in California, and I would love to say really to be. If they stay in Oakland, that'd be great for me. But if they couldn't stay there, then how about L.A.? Some people even say in San Diego.
That's what I'm hearing. Now, as a Raider fan, my blood boils when you say San Diego. As a man who actually wore the silver and black, you're cool with San Diego?
Have you been in one of the Charger Raider games?
No, I've been to almost everywhere.
You need to go. There's 90% of the people in the stadium are Raider fans. It's a Raider home game.
Yeah?
In San Diego. Yeah, I kid you not.
So might as well just put your mail there since you already have all your fans.
Why not?
there.
Why not? It wouldn't be a bad move.
I know it's hard to believe, but I've had heard all season long about how good the Raiders have been from him, and especially Derek Carr. What do you make of the play of Derek Carr and how good he was this year?
Awesome. I'm a fan of Derek too now. I think the Raiders are on the right track. I hated him to go out, but to be honest with you, me being honest, I figured they'd get to the playoffs this year. I didn't figure they'd get to the Super Bowl though.
Right.
And so I'm cool with everything. I think next year the expectation is going to be much higher. Not only am I expecting him to get the AFC Championship game, I'm expecting him to get to Minnesota.
Wow, Super Bowl 52 then?
52,
Ooh.
Absolutely.
And hopefully you and I will be talking about maybe guys. I don't know. But hopefully you and I will be talking about that. Mike Haynes joining us right now. And very important thing to talk about. But before you were a Raider, you were a Patriot. Is that going to influence your pick of this year's Super Bowl in any way?
No, not at all. What it actually happens for me is I always pick the AFC. So I played my entire career in the AFC. And I've always picked the AFC to win. See, what you guys forget that in my era, it was who had the best conference, American Football Conference or the National Football Conference. Today, it's just another game, the best two teams in football. They've somehow erased the idea of the NFC-AFC champion game, So I think that's too bad. But for me, I always rooted for the AFC. And being a former Patriot, I'd absolutely root for them. And a lot of people ask, do I feel more akin to being a Patriot or a Raider? I said, it depends on where I am when you ask me.
Mike Haynes said, 3 years now, you and I have had a chance to talk at the Super Bowl. And I celebrated my 40th birthday. And the last 2 years that I talked to you, there was a part of me that was just like, God, do I really want to talk about prostate health and everything else on the radio? Do I really want to? Well, I have a history of cancer in my family, so I had to have all the tests done this year. And every time you talked about them, I squirmed. But I got to be honest, they make it easy now. Like, you have no excuse not
a big deal.
Dr. Ted Schaefer joining us as well with Mike Haynes. in and out. I got chauffeured by a family member, and I took the day off work. I made Gaz do everything the whole day. It was easy. There's no excuse not to do it.
The hard part is just getting out there and talking to your doctor about when you should start getting tested. And so family history of prostate cancer, African-American guy, age 40. Otherwise 55. And it's easy. It's not a big deal, but it's the male psyche that gets you. You're just afraid to do it, which is what's so great about what Mike's doing. He's talking about it and getting the word out.
KnowYourStats.org?
KnowYourStats.org.
See, look at me.
Yeah, you got it. Well, see, if you remember when we started, I would be with Deacon Jones, and we'd come around, and Deacon Jones would talk about head slapping and everything. So we talk a little football, but, our real passion was trying to educate men about the importance of early detection. So if you wait until you have symptoms, oftentimes that's too late. You got to do it like you're doing it. You're 40, you're having a conversation with your doctor, and you need to know what those numbers are yourself, because if you go to another doctor, he's not going to have that information,
Right.
So when you go there, you're going to have it in your head. You say, hey, doc, 2 years ago when I got checked, my PSA was 1. You're saying it's 2 now? Is that bad? Is that something you need to talk to him about it. So if you don't know that information, and I didn't know, that's why this campaign, in a lot of ways, is like, don't be like Mike. Instead of, I really didn't know that my doctor was even keeping my PSA numbers. And so when I called him and had the conversation with him about it, and he looked at my chart, he said, well, Mike, since you're an African-American, higher chance of getting this disease, let's send you for a biopsy, and came back positive. So, it was a good thing.
Saved your life.
Saved my life. Well, potentially, yeah, saved my life.
Doctor, what are we missing? What haven't we?
Well, KnowYourStats.org is the place to go. It'll tell you if you should get tested. It'll also tell you what your number means, so it can be confusing for guys. But that web page is a great resource for patients. We send them there all the time. 1 in 7 guys can get diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 5 if you're African American. So it's important to begin the discussion with your doctor.
All right, we appreciate you. It's nice to mix in a little bit of good deeds with good football talk, and we appreciate it.
Always appreciate
Mike Haynes,
that.
Dr. Ted Schaefer, we appreciate you guys. Best of luck on the rest of the week. And I don't love the Patriots because of the modern Raiders-Patriots issues.
Exactly.
I think you're right. I think they're going to win.
Yeah. Well, it's the team with the best defense, right?
Right.
And although Atlanta scores a lot of points, they throw the ball to 13 different guys and all that. The team with the best defense has got the best chance to win, and that's the Patriots. They're the best team in the defense in the league this year.
One of the best cornerbacks we've ever seen. Mike Haynes talking defense. I'm not shocked. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you.